Okay, here's another progress video of the side panels. They're just held on by a couple of rivets right now to hold them in place, and then a bolt there and back, and that bolt, I'll get a special bolt when it's all said and done. Or actually, well, they'll have a few bolts there because I'm gonna have a little I'll get them build a little special door for here, since the other things won't fit here anymore because of the 5 inches this is sticking back. But yeah, so that's a big bolt, but that's just there for right now to hold it in place, because I only had a small amount of rivets, so I only have a couple rivets holding it into place. But anyways, so yeah. Oh, I just have a little bit more. I got it marked out here. I gotta cut this a little bit more here, a little bit more there, a tiny bit more there. And then, as I've said before, but I'll reiterate in case this is the only video like this you guys have seen, some of you have seen, because these panels are 4x10 instead of because I think you can get them in like 5x8 and maybe 5x10 or something like that, but I mean, how much more would that cost to order that, especially now with all the prices being so high? But if it was like a 5x8 sheets, that would have been perfect, because then I could have gone horizontal with them, because I need more than 4 feet to go up to the top. So it's unfortunate, but it is what it is. But anyway, so I'll be cutting out a piece to go to match this perfectly along there, and then it'll be welded. And then same thing for here, a piece that goes up. And with this here, it'll probably be something where I end it probably right in here or something, and just maybe right in the middle. Like, it's not anything that has to be perfect, because I mean, you can see how these panels are in this thing. It's not like these things are built to go into outer space. They're built to be rugged. So in certain things, perfection is not necessary. So let's see. Yeah, so I need to order the structural rivets, and then I'm probably going to use the 3M, I think it's 8115 structure. It's a body panel adhesive, an epoxy, two-part epoxy body panel adhesive. So I'm probably going to go with that, most likely. There's some other stuff, but I don't really know if I want to go with a one part. There's some stuff that I found on Grainger that's like a steel. Ooh, I forget what it's called. It's like printed on the tube, steel something, and I don't know. Like, it's paintable on. You can, I think it said something about spot welding on it too or something. Not like I need a spot weld, but I don't know. I'm just going to go with an epoxy. It's obviously more expensive, but it's not like I have a lot of surface area to do. Because really all you have is that piece here like that, and then there'll be this over here, and this is kind of thin down here, and then there's, obviously there's some holes here that I'll be drilling out for the little doors I'm going to make. Well, not really doors, but more like access panel type of thing. Anyways, so yeah. Let's see, what's next? Okay, so what's this? Oh, then I'll go and I'll get the wire wheel, and I'll wire wheel all the Kark paint off, which is unfortunate because it's all brand new. It was just barely painted by the military in June of 18. It actually, right over here somewhere, it's painted on there of the date it was painted last. But it is what it is, whatever. So yeah, I'll get my wire wheel, take off all the paint, because when you do stuff like that, you got to go and bare metal to bare metal. And so these will be, the two side pieces will be bonded first, and then I will be doing the back panels. So I have two of my 3 sheets I cut in half. I just have this up here because obviously I can't put a full sheet because it's 10 feet long, and I needed to have the exact height for that. But so I have 2 more of these pieces, and because I'm going to be going all the way down to the floor and then curving up here and then into the middle, I have to, once again, I have to have 5 foot tall. So I will have a seam in the middle. But once again, like, that's no big deal. It's all going to be TIG welded. So it'll be all wonderful when it's done. So those two panels will go on here next. And then finally the roof goes on, because it needs to go in that order, because I needed to have these in the exact place they're going to sit and have the exact measurements, which I have the exact measurements over on there. I don't know if you can see it on the screen. That's all I can reach over for right here. But so I already have the exact measurements that the top needs to be. But the back piece, so obviously it's not going to be that much. So I'm going to have it, take it to a shop that has a brake press, and I'll probably do the 3 inches of what this is. I'll have this piece bent down, and it'll be 3 inch, so it'll be the same as that. And then this panel will, so this top piece sits down inside everything. So the edges will be turned down 90 degrees. This is, it's 2, that's 2 1/4, but obviously because this is 1/4 inch thick, it'll be turned down 2 inches. So it'll come to the same level there. So this will be very, very robust, because that'll be a 1/2 inch of aluminum all along here. So 2 inches on each side, bent down, 3 inches on the back, bent down. It'll all be epoxy bonded and riveted all the way around. And then with the front, I'll have a piece that I can, obviously this will take some time, but for both sides, I'll go and I'll do a cutout piece to fill that in, and then that piece will all be welded in there. And in here, how I'm going to do it, I'm going to have 1/4 inch. So this is all these right here, all these edges, these are all a 1/4 inch away from the existing stuff. So you can see here how my hand's like that. Oh, I got a piece right here. It's still sitting in here. So it's just kind of wedged in here, but so see how that sits nice and flush right there. So I'm going to have that along here, so it'll overlap that, and it'll be bonded and riveted. And then so this will all be it'll all be flush all along here, flush all along here. And then on this stuff here, it'll probably be something where, I'll go and I'll drill out all the holes all along here. So when this piece goes on along here, it'll all just be bolted, but then it'll all be welded all along here, all be all welded all around. So it'll just be all one solid piece. So this will have, like I said, a piece on the inside and then a piece on the outside. And then the top, that's going to be just welded all the way across. And I'm probably going to do some 1/2 inch or 3/4 rubber mats, just some really heavy duty thick stuff. And so with the gap that's right here, that's like about a 1/2 inch, then when I put that mat along here for the sound, nice jets going over here, there's an Air Force base here near Idaho. So I'm going to have that piece of rubber, so that'll be not just sound deadening, but also because the heat doesn't transfer through rubber like it does metal and other things. and so it'll have the insulative properties and sound deadening. So that would just be a whole complete mat over the whole thing here. And I'm going to do those mats too all along in here as well. I'm not going to have the factory green stuff. So yeah, I guess that's probably about it for this time. I will see you guys soon. I got to make another unboxing video. I got 3 things that came in while I was out of town for a few days. Well, a couple days. So, all right, catch you later.